Hello and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you joining this live coverage of the British Army Boxing Finals from the home of Army Boxing in Aldershot on this Forces Fight Night. It's a War of the Roses clash as the finest boxers from one Royal Yorks and one Lancs, based in Cyprus, go head-to-head to decide the 2024 title. Both sides are full of energy, have confidence and keen to get underway on this electrifying night for them with 9 bouts to enjoy. Last year's Army Boxing Final saw a terrific battle between 2 Para and 1 Royal Anglian Regiment, with 2 Para coming away with the title. The action tonight comes just a few weeks after an exciting inter-services which saw the Army reign supreme. We're anticipating a thrilling night once again. Stay tuned, of course, to our Forces News YouTube channel for all of the live action this evening. Let us know where you're watching from, whether near or far. And joining me this evening, I'm delighted to welcome back, firstly, Lucy O'Connor to the coverage. How are you?
Very well, thank you, and thank you for having me again this evening.
Well, it's a massive occasion. Now, how would you sum up the atmosphere in here so far?
Well, do you know, it's growing, and I think, every minute that goes by, we're seeing more and more people coming, filling the tiered seating here. It's such a great venue. You've got two sides, and it mirrors the kind of Yorks and the Lancs absolutely. So I expect to hear some, banter being thrown backwards and forwards across the ring. So it's a perfect venue.
And some could say it feels perhaps to some of the competitors tonight a bit like a pressure cooker, of course, with the cacophony of sound, but also just incredible excitement. They'll feed off that energy.
Yeah, most definitely. It's so important to the boxers in the ring to hear their supporters, to really get themselves going for the bout, and exciting for all of us watching.
Absolutely, and also watching and joining us this evening, great to welcome you back as well, Ches Nigel. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Looking forward to Major Unit's final night. All two infantry battalions going against each other, so this place is starting to fill up. I'm sure the atmosphere is going to be good. I'm looking forward to the boxing.
And as a proud Army boxing man, it's exciting to see just a wealth of talent, really, and the standard's very high.
That's it, and also tonight doing the pundit bit is scouting for new talent coming through for the Army team. So I'll be keeping my eyes open.
Keeping a close eye on each and every one of those competitors. 9 bouts, so plenty to look forward to. What sorts of styles are you hoping to see here, Lucy, tonight?
Well, I think having seen a little bit of the programme this evening, we've got a mix. We've got some self-confessed. I think I saw a brawler in there somewhere, so that's very exciting to look forward to. But we've got some sort of orthodox, sort of stand-up counter boxers. We've got lots of southpaws. We've got a pressure fighter, as I can see here. So yeah, I'm really excited to see a mix of styles, and certainly styles make fights, as they say. And I'm really looking forward to an exciting evening.
Absolutely, and as the crowd fills in here and fills up, it's. That sense of occasion is mirrored really by the setup here. You've got stands on both sides, quite high. Good to see plenty of support indeed for One Lancs as well. They've come from Cyprus, so they've made the journey across and been training hard, no doubt, for tonight. But it's a huge one. So we've got 9 bouts here. Yorkshire. 1 Royal York's going to be in red, and 1 Lancs in blue. We've got featherweight, light welterweight, light middleweight categories as well. Middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight, and finishing off with super heavyweight tonight as well. And you can just you can sense that atmosphere building. Indeed, the volume is building, which is very impressive. Both sides want to make themselves heard and make sure that they outdo the others in terms of the volume. It's quite an impressive one. These are probably some chants that they've been practicing for quite a while, Ches Nigel.
I'd imagine so. I remember Major Unit finals, the best one I've seen atmosphere-wise for 1 RRF Fusiliers against 2 Para, and it was like 2 football teams. The fact that the boxing hasn't even started yet and they're on their feet, I'm hoping for a really good atmosphere tonight.
How will each of these boxers be feeling as they hear the volume build?
They're going to hear this in the changing room as they're getting ready. It'll help them to not that they need much help to build that adrenaline, but they'll most certainly feed off this, as you said before. They'll be looking forward to the ring walk.
And this is when it gets very real. You can do all the training, and once we see everyone getting seated here, it feels very real indeed. As the VIPs take their seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wall of Roses. Please welcome into the ring your boxing teams. Boxers!
And here they come. You can hear the roars, you can hear the cheers. All the boxers are making their way in. And they're probably feeling that adrenaline right now, that adrenaline rush as they prepare for these huge bouts ahead of them, Lucy O'Connor.
Yeah, you can see the spring in their step. You know, they're going to love and remember this moment for probably the rest of their boxing career. But many of them, you know, they've had under 10 bouts. You know, it's still early in their boxing career, but you don't often get the privilege, actually, of boxing in such an amazing venue.
Just put into words how much work has gone into these boxers getting here tonight.
Oh, absolutely loads of work. You know, if you're looking at, it's a major unit final, so they've boxed their way here, and then, you know, the pressure gets greater and greater as you're going through the tournament, but as well the confidence grows. So those boxers that are on a winning streak from both sides are both going to fancy their chances. So I'm expecting fireworks.
Featherweight and Kingsman Whitby. And on the light welterweight, Private Moore and Kingsman McDermott. Introducing the boxers from the 1st Battalion Royal Yorkshire Regiment, Private Chapman, Private Smith, Lance Corporal Noble, Private German, Cole Stevens, Lance Corporal Mullins, and Lance Corporal Kinnesley. Introducing the boxing team from the 1st Battalion, the Duke of Lancaster Regiment, Kingsman Evans, Kingsman Collier, Kingsman Wainwright, Lance Corporal Livalu, Kingsman Annandale Johnson, Kingsman Rotterdam, and Kingsman Spence. And please be seated.
As the boxers make their lineups here, facing off against each other.
Please give a final applause to the boxers.
Well, this is the atmosphere at the beginning of the night. One wonders what it'll be like at the end.
I think even with headphones and microphones, I think we might start to struggle to hear each other even sat next to each other. So what a great start.
I absolutely love it. You know, boxing at York Hall, Echo Arena in Liverpool, national finals. You don't get anything like it. Even though this is still development level, novice level boxing, okay, the atmospheres you get at Inter-Army Championships are just unreal.
Sirs, moms, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wall of Roses. Tonight is the 95th staging of the Army Inter-Unit Boxing Championship Final. Sirs, ladies and gentlemen, please give every welcome to the boxers for our own opening bout. Boxers!
Well, as you say, Ches, it's nothing compares quite to the atmosphere of this. And how much of a credit must be given to Army Boxing for putting this together?
Oh, it's unreal. If you look at the effort put into these events, just look around you, the framework, you look now, the drummers coming through. There's no other boxing atmosphere like it.
No, absolutely not. Impressed?
Absolutely. I think the Army do it bigger and better. I think they have the numbers and they have the pedigree in the boxing world, and I think you cannot beat this anywhere in the world.
Just walking past me there was Carnell Brown, who's one of the coaches in the red corner. He was an ex-Army boxer, cruiserweight, ABA champion, and I've not seen him since I cornered him, actually.
Let's catch up.
Yeah, good.
Well, we look ahead to our boxers in the first bout, the featherweight, 57 kg category. Kohatu in the red corner for Yorks, and William Whitby, his opponent this evening, in the blue corner of One Lanks. Kohatu, 22 years old, from Sheffield. Described himself as a pressure fighter, his style. 1 win in 3 bouts. And going up against William Whitby, who's making his way in now. A 20-year-old from Birkenhead. 7 wins and 9 bouts for him. Favourite boxer, Roy Jones Jr. And he says this is the best thing he's done.
Nine bouts, 7 wins against a 3-bouter with 1 win, but a 3-bouter boasting a pressure fighter, and then, you know, Whitby boasted an orthodox boxer. It'll be interesting to see the boxer against the fighter.
And Lucy, on a night such as this, what will the coaches have been saying just to prepare? Is it more a case of just preparing the fighters mentally for this?
Yeah, I think very much. It's about trying to find the balance between managing their nerves and using those nerves to the benefit of the boxer, to really get them switched on, to really get them to a point where they're laser focused. And it's a very fine balance to meet, particularly for boxers perhaps who haven't been in the ring for very long.
That's it, and that's the thing. It's down to the coach to have that relationship with the boxer, because every boxer ticks differently. You have to, you don't coach every boxer the same.
Box over 3 2-minute rounds. In the red corner, representing the 1st Battalion, the Royal Yorkshire Regiment, Kohatu. And in the blue corner, representing 1st Battalion, the Duke of Lancaster's Regiment, Kingsman Whitby.
Here we go then to get things underway. The first bout of the evening, featherweight category. Kohatu in the red corner, 1 Royal Yorks, up against William Whitby in the blue corner of 1 Lanks.
Ready to pull Whitby.
And we're underway.
Whitby looks confident. He's come on the front foot. He's being busy.
Very quick off the blocks there from Whitby.
The Yorks man just keeping quite good range, but a low lead hand, and I think he's just trying to find his way in the battle to begin with, to be honest.
Being thrown by Whitney, but not many of them landing to date. But I think Hatu is just taking his time, just finding that range, and he picked a couple of nice timed shots there.
Yeah, he's had a couple of clean single shots, hasn't he? Where Whitby seems to be throwing punches in bunches. But say there, Lucy, nothing eye-catching as of yet.
And sussing each other out here amid a raucous atmosphere.
Whitby having a little bit more success now. He's landed a couple of clean shots at the end of his combinations. Very nice slip, 3 punches. Good display of counter punch in a shot.
Showing some effective aggression here, Whitby.
Both men are having success in this first round. It's a really competitive first round for these two.
And nice, of course, if you're out there first in the evening's schedule. Nice to get those nerves hopefully tucked away.
Absolutely, you can enjoy the rest of the evening once you've done your job.
clash of heads there between the two boxers, and for the bell, you need to be careful. You don't want to see any cuts or any fight stop, bout stop early because of head clashes.
Yeah, important to be careful there. And how do you sum up that first round, Lucy?
I think Whitby perhaps came away just edged the win of that round. I would assume, and I think that's based on his work rate and based on the combinations that he threw in the first part of the round. He perhaps didn't find his range. He threw a lot of shots, didn't land many, whereas Hatu managed to land a couple of eye-catching single shots. But as the round went on, I think Whitney found his range, and he landed some really, really good combinations, which certainly most judges like to see. So, yeah, I think probably a Whitby one up.
Yeah, I agree. That nervous energy coming out of the corner in the first round, he seemed to settle into the round halfway through, but still very competitive. Still he's only just edging it, and that's only in our opinion from where we're sat.
Great to see plenty of support for both boxers, not just here in Aldershot, but also with you joining us on Forces News YouTube this evening. Sean Strudwick says Lanks, 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 and Samuela Kagalaba says Yorkshire, Yorkshire, go on boys.
This is better by Hatu, a better start. He's starting to put his shots together now. I think you just need to be careful as he disengages. He drops his hands, his chin's in the air, and Whitby is quite clever to catch him on the way out. So he needs to be careful.
Yeah, my instructions to Whitby if I was in his corner would be, if you do get caught with one of those clean shots, double the attack after. Because as Lucy just said there, as the Yorks man comes out, he's dropping his hands and he's moving in straight lines.
No shortage of intensity from both these boxers this evening, feeding off that crowd.
An impressive first bout. I'm really happy to see the standard where these two boxers are at, considering they're both under 10 bouters.
I think you're quite pleased at the moment, Ches Nigel.
Yeah, it's good to see that they're both boxing. They're using that lateral movement. They're feinting and triggering at times. Thinking about what they're doing. They're not just in there brawling. Who has the biggest heart and lungs wins.
It'll be interesting to see now. Talking about heart and lungs, Whitby started very fast. He threw a lot of punches. It'd be interesting to see if he can maintain that pace throughout the end of this round and the next, because it takes some doing. They are throwing a lot of shots, both of them.
They are. I like what Whitby's doing though. He's been quite patient with his work now. He's a little half a step back. He's on his toes. He's dipping side to side, and again throwing punches in bunches. And at times he's doing some really clever work there, especially towards the end of that round.
Yeah, more impressive stuff there. End of round two in this first bout this evening in Aldershot, the British Army Boxing Finals. Hatu in the red corner, up against William Whitby in blue.
Nice to see Carnell Brown there in the corner for the Yorkshire Regiment, ex-ABA champion Army boxer. I'm sure he'll be sharing a lot of his wisdom with that boxing team.
Well, it's a huge advantage to have that wisdom, as you say, and just picking the brains of those who've been and done it before. More comments coming through, which is great to see. It's great you're all joining us on YouTube this evening. We've got MGC says, come on chappers, Yorkshire, Yorkshire. And plenty of support for both this evening. Both sets of boxers. We get underway with round three.
Lovely work there from Hatu. He was feinting before he set up the shot, but then again Whitby has just come back, punches in bunches. It made him really uncomfortable there in the corner. But again, really competitive. Both men are having success.
You can just hear the contacts ringside as well.
Whitby's just looking that bit more composed and up together here though. Putting his punches together lovely there, combinations, switching attack up and down the body, head movement, staying very switched on, where the Royal Yorks man just feel like starting to lose his shape very slightly, starting to feel the pace a bit.
Some really good inside work here as well, Tez. You know, for like I say, for relatively inexperienced boxers, you've got quite a lot of composure on the inside, some lovely angles that in particular Whitby's finding.
And you know yourself, Lucy, like it's hard to be relaxed inside the pocket. You know, it's unnatural to be that close to the enemy, so to speak, and to be relaxed in the pocket. But when you are, you can be so much more effective. And these are both putting really good work together at close to mid-range.
Approaching the final moments of this first bout this evening, and it's been an impressive one so far.
Fair play to Whitby. He's kept this pace up all the way through, and he's put those shots together with a fairly consistent tempo. Really good performance by both boxers.
That's it. And in between those single shots, those little slight a step back and just being on the toes, putting his shots together in phases of attack is really impressive for you know, a Dev A bout.
Yeah, the end of first bout here this evening. Just waiting the results. Quite impressive also from the crowd, who were standing up and just giving it everything at the very end there too. Not just the boxers giving it everything tonight.
Both boxers doing themselves and their battalions credit. I do feel the Lanks man has just edged it.
Let's give a round of applause for the boxers. By unanimous points decision, blue is the winner.
It's a win for William Whitby, and first win there for the Lanks this evening. The blue corner, unanimous decision, and an impressive one too.
It was a great opening bout, and if that's the first bout that we're seeing, I can't wait for the rest. It's a really technical, like just a really technical bout, a really impressive display of skill and of stamina, and I look forward to the rest if they're of similar vein.
One for the purists, Ches Nihal.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing what Whitby's going to do from here. Obviously, at the moment, he's a unit-level boxer in the major unit. Tonight, he's going to be on 10 bouts after tonight. We're just going to put him into the Dev B category. So there's potential there for the Army Dev team.
And we've got Julian Evans waiting ringside to chat to the victorious man tonight.
Excitement in the cheap seats behind.
Well done, fellas.
I think it's easy for those of us outside the ring to forget how few bouts the pair of you have had in your limited boxing career. What a performance from the pair of you. Ladies and gentlemen, what an effort. Please, round of applause for these two boys. Core, unfortunately, there's always going to be a loser. That was you tonight. Didn't quite happen for you, but the whole experience coming here, performing at the home of Army Boxing.
It's been amazing, yeah. Obviously, it was a better fight tonight, so yeah, props to him.
There we go, picked up from your opposition tonight. Congratulations to you. I was a bit worried all the way from Cyprus, not much support, but here they all are, cheering you on. Did they make the difference?
Yeah, they did, yeah. Thank you for all for coming. Big up the Lanks.
Well done, you can go back to Cyprus a happy man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Koha too there, very gracious in defeat. And William Whitby paying tribute to the support that's come all the way from Cyprus for one Lanks, and they filled the seats nicely in that part of the arena.
Boxers!
Well, we move on to the second bout. It's the light welterweight category, 63.5 kg. We've got Cameron Moore in the red corner for One Royal Yorks, up against James McDermott in the blue. McDermott for one Lanks. Cameron Moore, 21 years old from Sunderland, up against James McDermott, 20-year-old from Manchester. Cameron Moore described himself as a pressure fighter, and he's up against a southpaw in James McDermott.
It'll be interesting to see the pressure fighter against the southpaw boxer, where southpaws can be very difficult, especially at this level of boxing, where some boxers may have never competed against a southpaw before. But if you take the range away from that southpaw, it can make it very difficult for him. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight pans out. As we said earlier on, styles make fights.
What do you expect to see from this matchup then, Lucy?
Well, I'm just trying to size up the boxers as they walk in for their ring walk, and I think the height is relatively equal. Again, who knows? Always good to have a southpaw in there just to mix it up a little bit. So I'm excited.
You've got that variety absolutely this evening. So Cameron Moore in red, 4 wins in 5 bouts. His record up against James McDermott in blue, 5 wins in 6.
Both very even records, both very good records, only sporting 1 loss each on both the records, so it should be a really competitive bout. Again, as said, looking at their physique and appearance, I do think the southpaw Lanks man has got the slight height advantage, which would make sense why the Yorks man's a pressure fighter, so it'll be interesting to see how this fight pans out.
Well, we have drums here this evening, but we're also getting a bit of drumming from the crowd.
Ladies and gents, welcome to the second bout of the evening. It's a development class light welterweight contest box over 3 2-minute rounds. In the red corner, representing the first talent in the Royal Yorkshire Regiment, Private Moore. And in the blue corner, representing 1st Battalion, the Duke of Lancaster's Regiment, Kingsman McDermott.
Two boxers just sizing each other up and turning to the corners. The referee prepares, and off we go. The second bout of this evening's entertainment.
Southpaw man on the front foot. Both need to watch clashing their heads. It'd be unfortunate to see any bout stopped early because of that nervous energy in the first bout and someone sporting a cut because of clashed heads. And we've got a stand there. Strong start from the Lanks there.
Southpaw energy coming through.
This could be an early nice work from McDermott.
Referee just ensuring everything is ship shape.
Again, another really exciting, very exciting first round. Both men putting everything on the line here.
Just got to watch those heads. They are coming in with the heads, both of them. So the referee has already told them a couple of times. So, like you say, you don't want any injuries here. Certainly no head injuries. And an aggressive southpaw. That's it's not usual to see the southpaw on the front foot.
No, especially one who's the taller southpaw, who's got the bigger, more range than his opponent. But and here, yeah.
McDermott making his presence felt there.
McDermott landing some really clean shots here. I wouldn't be surprised if we might see this bout ending early.
How much more difficult does it make it to be controlled and be composed when you have those sort of nervy, a bit of nervous energy?
Yeah, it can do one of two things. It can, if you have too much energy, too much of that nervous energy, it can almost debilitate you, can almost paralyse you. And I don't know if Ches has had the same situation, but there have been times when I'm walking up the steps into the ropes, I felt like my legs are like jelly and I have no energy whatsoever. And sometimes you can overburn that kind of nervous energy and feel really drained in the ring. Another time, I think with experience, you learn to use that energy and you use it to channel into focus and channel to get into that flow state where actually everything is automatic and you're not really thinking about what you're doing. That tends to be the optimum state to be in. But I think that takes a lot of practice to get control of those feelings.
Yeah, to get comfortable in the pocket, so to speak, like we were saying earlier on. But again, getting hurt early on in the fight, taking a shot which, you've been rocked, you took a standing count. It can be hard to recover from that, and your legs can be gone. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second round. But really busy and exciting first round, especially for the battalions watching on and supporting their boxers, supporting their soldiers.
Well, that second round now underway in the second bout of this evening.
McDermott is essentially swarming more and not allowing him to work. He just needs to be careful he doesn't smother his own work in that sense. And more, he's holding on a little bit more. He's spoiling a little bit more, just to give himself that breathing space and that thinking space.
I think Moore just had his, to be fair, just had his most successful exchange, falling in slightly there, but I think McDermott is taking a bit of a respite now, and I can see him coming forward again. I think he's looking for that stoppage win. I was seeing now he's got his man on the ropes, smothering his work slightly. He can take half a step back, get his work off, get those long southpaw levers going. He's got good footwork, but see, get his hands up a bit and use some feints and triggers.
Yeah, he's been on that front foot quite a bit.
Here by Moore. He needs to keep McDermott in the corner there. It was a good little spell for him there.
Yeah, I think he's just struggling to figure out that southpaw, and because he's a southpaw, he's in his face, pushing him back, but he's getting a little bit more time now to come on the front foot. I'd like to see him just get his hands up, switch attack up and down the body. He's got a long southpaw in front of him, and not leave his hands down like that, as he's just done. McDermott taking full advantage of that and landing eye-catching shots.
That's another round over in this second bout this evening. Well, there's friendly banter, it seems, on YouTube. Stephen Ball says, a Yorkshire man never loses. It's just unfair winning every match. A few more comments, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, 2 solid rounds there for McDermott. Just the volume of punches and the amount of eye-catching shots that he's landed. Even though that was probably Moore's better round out of the 2, it's been one-way traffic from your man in the blue corner.
I think there's actually a sensible finish to that round from McDermott. I think he was fairly confident that he had dominated the majority of that round. He didn't really need to get involved. He could have gone in to try and stop him, but then of course there's the danger of catching one yourself. So I think he just kept it at range, those single shots, just to confirm it in the judge's eyes. Tactics.
And not emptying the tank as well.
Especially as we approach the business end of this second bout.
Busy exchange here. I think I can see a bit of swelling or a slight graze under McDermott's right eye. Maybe from a clash or inside of the glove, but both men busy here. More punching from the ropes.
Absolutely
McDermott's
fierce.
got his man.
Fierce from both men there.
See James Battle, the referee, taking a good look at both men. Very experienced referee in the ring there. Refereed me on many occasions. And one thing, his main interest will be the health and safety of the boxers. Both men having a little look now, taking their time, trying to set it up, setting up the attack, trying to create something. McDermott on the front foot. I'd like to see Moore throw that straight rear hand more, but McDermott here, just every time he comes to that barrage of shots, just seems to be pushing Moore back. Both men have took their foot off the gas a bit here now. I think they're feeling the pace and actually starting to box a bit more now in this last round.
They'll be feeling slightly heavier in the legs.
Definitely. But even if the legs are tired, I'm expecting to see a busy last 10 now.
They'll not leave anything out there at all, that's for sure. And nor will their fans.
Both men going at it, both battalions going at it. Great to see.
Fantastic second bout. Cameron Moore, James McDermott. Just able to have a breather there at the end of that. As we await the result. Just a reminder, in the first bout, William Whitby of Lancs, won Lancs, winning by unanimous decision. And we wait to see what happens here.
A strong showing from the Lancs so far.
By unanimous points decision, Blue is the winner.
Well, it's another win for Blue. James McDermott in light welterweight category, bout number 2 this evening. And very impressive, the southpaw. Just both men congratulating each other at ringside. And a chance for McDermott to savour that victory. Just stepping out of the ring now. And it's certainly clear to see that everyone here is thoroughly enjoying themselves and enjoying the quality of the boxing too.
James, look, congratulations. James, fantastic performance by yourself there. I sort of thought that fast start, you might have had a date at 8 o'clock. What was all that about?
I don't know, we're training aggressive for all 3 rounds through camp. So there's no point getting in the ring and slowing down when we've got the stamina to keep going for 3 rounds straight. No point letting off, is there?
Nice, tidy performance by yourself. Well done. Thank you very much for joining us. Look, you weathered those 2 standing counts in that first round. Was it at that point you thought, crikey, I've got a fight on my hands here?
Yeah, it was naughty like, but I'm from Yorkshire, like, so I can take them, so it's all right.
Good reply. I noticed that you've got Carnell Brown in your corner. He is a former English amateur champion. What's it like working with somebody like Carnell?
Oh, well, you can see from himself he's not a fucking small lad, is he? But he beat fuck out of all them Lancs there. Pardon my language.
I can't understand a word you're saying, but it's great. It's great to have that nice, natural reply.
Up the Yorks!
Proud regiment, but for you, you've come away with the win and you put your side 2-0 up on the night.
Of course we have, yeah. We're here. I swear to God, there's a 9-0 on the fucking cards tonight. Watch it.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Julian Evans, we apologise for any language you may have picked up in that. Both obviously exhausted after all that. And I'll tell you what, good start for Lancs. A couple of wins there. Two down, 7 to go this evening as we await the welterweight boxers, 67 kg category. We'll have Robbie Chapman of One Royal Yorks in the red corner up against Alfie Evans of One Lancs in the blue. Well, here they come. You've got Robbie Chapman for One Royal Yorks, 22-year-old from Doncaster, orthodox fighter, 3 wins and 7 bouts. He's up against, in the blue corner, Alfie Evans, 22-year-old from Liverpool, who's got 4 wins in 4 bouts, very impressive records, and takes inspiration from Mike Tyson, his favourite boxer as well. Have you had a chance to catch your breath yet, Lucy O'Connor?
Well, I think, it's just been action-packed the first 2 bouts, haven't they? I mean, non-stop boxing, non-stop throwing. I mean, testament to the conditioning and the training of all of these boxers so far. To be able to throw that many bouts for all 3 rounds, brilliant.
And the lighter weights, being able to renowned for being faster, throwing more shots. And now, as we're creeping up the weights now, we get into the welterweight category where still very busy, very sharp boxers. They start to carry a little bit more weight in their punches now.
One Lanks putting the pressure on their opponents with those 2 wins so far. What will we see in bout number 3 in that welterweight clash? Robbie Chapman from Doncaster up against Alfie Evans in this welterweight bout from Halewood.
Both men looking very game, staring at each other across the ring. Lanksman looking very confident, especially off that 2-0 lead from the team.
That is a huge advantage that boxers later on will potentially have, depending on the results of these next few bouts. But if you're able to go out there having a couple already in the bag, well, that it just spurs you on that extra little bit, doesn't it?
When you're coming out of the changing room of the winning corner, it can, but as well, it can add to that nerves, and it depends on the experience of the boxer and their boxing personality. But as it seems here, both boxers look very confident.
In the red corner, representing 3rd Battalion Royal Yorkshire Regiment, Private Chapman! And in the blue corner, representing 3rd Battalion, the Duke of Lancaster Regiment, Kingsman Evans! Red Chapman, Blue Evans!
Here they go, first round of the 3rd bout of this evening.
Chapman looking to try and keep that range. Evans on the front foot, but Chapman looking quite good with that range control there. The first boxer we've seen really do that so far in the first round.
Evans enters this competition undefeated. He's 5-0. Sometimes that can bring with it some pressure.
It can, and the Yorkshire man boxing a bit more clever. Obviously had a couple of losses on his record as well, but you learn the most from your losses, and he's boxing sensible here. And the man from the blue corner just hands up, looking to get on his chest, and he has.
Chapman there feeling the effects at the moment, just crouching down in the corner, in the red corner, back on his feet now.
The Lanks man knows he can punch.
Well, fantastic there from Evans in the blue corner. And it's been a very, very strong showing so far for Lanks.
Yeah, I feel that he was very confident in his power there. He's gone up, both hands up. He's just not really using any trunk defence. He just marched forward, hands up, and has just looked to get on his opponent's chest and hurt his opponent. And he has, and it's paid off. You can get figured out for that as you start to go up the, you go up to the categories of boxing, into more elite realms. But at this level, he's gone in there and he took his man out in the first round. It's impressive stuff.
We'll move up the weight categories and see harder and harder punches as well.
And do you know what? Well, I don't know about you, Tez, but I'd much rather take a punch to the head any day than the punch to the body or the solar plexus. There's absolutely nothing worse. It takes your breath away. It takes your ability to breathe away, and it's there's not a lot you can do about that.
Yeah.
He's clearly found the sweet spot there.
Yeah, he's gone against a taller opponent, and he said, well, I'm going to chop the tree down by the trunk, and that's exactly what he's done.
Well, we speak about how much these boxers are in the zone and how their focus is just incredibly impressive. But just give us a flavour, Lucy, of how much interaction there is with their teammates backstage, if you like, how much support there is as well, especially in moments like this for Chapman, in terms of support.
Teamwork and camaraderie is essential, especially, you know, the wins and also, but more importantly, the losses.
And Julian Evans down with our winner.
Put your team 3-0 up, but importantly, you've got all of your friends and family over in Cyprus watching on tonight. That performance a little bit for them as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we do at One Lancs. We just come here to win.
A very compact boxer that you are, taking on somebody with that little bit of extra height. So you had something to navigate tonight.
That's what I like. I like people who are taller than me. That's what I do.
Well, it's a winning formula that's working for you. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you.
Well, no shortage of fighting talk, of course. There from our winner in the blue corner, Evans, of One Lancs, and indeed all those who've come from Cyprus, indeed those who are here indeed in the UK as well, watching on. Very impressed with his performance there. So, well, a very strong start now for Lancs. We're 3 down, 6 to go, a third of the way through. And those 3 wins. Well, we move quickly through the events this evening. Moving on to the light middleweight category, 71 kg. Owen Smith from One Royal Yorks in the red corner up against Cian Collier for Lancs. One Lancs in the blue.
The slugger versus the southpaw, so they so boast.
This will be an interesting one indeed. Well, Owen Smith, One Royal Yorks in red, 22-year-old from Hull, who is a slugger and has 4 wins in 10 bouts. He's going up against One Lancs' Cian Collier, who'll be in the blue corner. 19-year-old from Preston, who says it feels brilliant to represent tonight. Manny Pacquiao is his inspiration. Certainly one of those inspirations that he has. I'm sure he has many. And he's got 2 wins in 3 bouts.
Yeah, Smith being a 10-bouter, boasting himself as a slugger, obviously embracing his style of not a perfect boxer, which would be interesting to see against Collier, who's a southpaw, only a 3-bouter. So this could be a really good matchup here.
And here we go. Cian Collier entering the ring now in the blue corner. Much to the delight of all those supporting One Lancs in the audience tonight. And both men shortly will be sizing each other up. This light middleweight category of the evening. One Royal Yorks with a lot to do. One Lancs on top at the moment in terms of their start. And music subsides and the cheers get louder and louder for these boxers. Well, bout number 4 here in Aldershot, British Army Boxing Finals 2024. Light middleweight category. We'll have Owen Smith in the red corner, up against Cian Collier in blue.
The Lancs man being the less experienced of the two. But the Yorkshireman having more bouts while boasting a slugging style against the southpaw with a better record, but not as experienced. So it'll be interesting to see the tale that this bout tells.
And in the blue corner, representing First Collier and the Duke of Lancaster's regiment, Kingsman Collier!
And off they go.
Both men stood head to head to begin with, hands up close, looking to do that mid to close range work. Yeah, we've got a clash of heads. The Yorkshireman's getting looked at by the doctor here. Hopefully it's nothing that we need to worry about that could stop the competition itself.
Definitely a bit of a cut there for Smith. And just getting a bit of medical attention, as we say, and hopefully nothing concerning.
Interesting, both men on the, boasting different styles, but came out actually boxing very similar. Very low centre of gravity, hands up high, looking to sit on each other's chests. Apart from that, because they're doing the same thing, they're sitting on each other's heads. And as we can tell, they're butted heads, and hopefully this isn't anything that's going to stop the bout. It'd be a real shame if it was.
Have made their way here to Aldershot this evening, eager to see things resuming. We'll just have to wait a little tiny bit longer just to make sure that everything is absolutely fine to go, and it seems we are.
He's back in. Happy days.
Brilliant to see there.
Just need to be careful with their heads. The last thing you want is that happening again. Right, the Yorkshireman's come out guns blazing now.
It's a new lease of life for him, for Smith. Needs to make that count.
Very hard to judge this this round so far. Both men boxing very similar in this. I'll go, then you go, then I'll go, then you go. Very toss of the coin. I wouldn't like to be judging this first round, in total honesty. Some better work there by the southpaw.
I think Smith has been particularly candid in his description. I think slugger is probably a good description. He's more than happy to stand in the pocket. He's trying to throw that bolo, that rear hand bolo in. He's just got to be careful as he lifts his chin as he does that. That the Lanksman doesn't just catch him on the way out.
Exactly that. I'd like to see the Lanksman just use he's pivoting off with that lead hook, but he's staying so close range. I'd like to see him just step back and actually use his range. Box at a bit longer range, but strong finish there from both men.
Good from both boxers at the end of this first round and the fourth bout of the evening. And the noise is building ever more. Mix of styles, of course.
I think the coach heard you in the blue corner there, Ches. You can just see him almost enacting the will for him to just step off to the side and throw those sort of shots to the body just to change the angle. So I think I think the coach and Ches are certainly on the same page there. And as we watch Smith just sat on his stool, we can see. There's a cut just sort of the middle of his forehead, and hopefully if that doesn't open up, it shouldn't bother him moving forward.
But he's sporting a bit of a black eye as well, and as a blue corner, I'd imagine the coach just said, and it's always the case, once you're outside of the dangers of the first few moments of the round, the boxer 9 times out of 10 always beats the fighter. Lanksman getting a warning. Collier doing nicer work here now, punching in bunches, should I say. Phase of attack and changing angles in between as well, which is really good to see from a 3-bouter.
Very impressive for his level of experience. Slightly less than that of his opponent.
But Smith just on the front foot there, getting on his chest, throwing these hooks over the top, and he's having success as well. So very competitive bout. Both men doing their battalions proud, and their battalions doing themselves proud as well with the support they're giving to their boxers. Both men starting to look fatigued now. We're getting just over the hill now of the bout, just over halfway. Bit of heart and courage now on display.
That composure being tested, stamina being tested, and resilience as well, it seems here. And a fascinating second round of this fourth bout.
Smith walking back to his corner there, really proud, getting a lot of support from his men, within his battalion in the red stands. Obviously, they've not had the greatest start as a team, as results as yet, so I'm sure he's hopeful to try and get their first win of the night.
Yeah, Lanks with that good start. If you're just joining us now, one Lanks going head-to-head with one Royal Yorks, one Lanks in blue. A few wins so far this evening. We're on to bout number 4 in the light middleweight category. And that's a tantalising one to watch here. Owen Smith just receiving some medical attention in the first round. Seems to be okay. And Cian Collier in the blue corner throwing his weight right into it as well.
I can see both boxers are going to throw the kitchen sink at each other in this round, I think. Strong start from both men. Both men putting it all on the line, fighting their hearts out in front of their battalions. Pride is on the line. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is where it's won or lost on the business end of this bout.
Very much boxer versus brawler here, isn't it? And Smith is relying on that double cover, taking the space away from Collier. Collier covering up nicely, and he's throwing far more shots, but they're defended quite well, and Smith is just relying on those big lunging punches.
Yeah, Smith coming forward, hands up. He's changing stance here, which is interesting to see. He's coming forward with his barrage of shots. Then your Lanks man will come back with a barrage. It's really neck and neck stuff, and loads of heart on the line. And you know, you take the boxing away from it, it's just the courage and the heart you see displayed from both boxers, that grit and determination. It's beautiful stuff.
There's a lot of fatigue in there now.
Big swings in there, throwing a big bolo from his shin almost. Just needs to be careful. Let's see both men keep composed, keep their boxing heads on. But again, I'm a fan of a good old fight.
Yeah, War of the Roses. It's being built tonight. White Rose up against the Red Rose, and certainly not lacking in intensity at all in any of these bouts.
Good work from Smith here. He's closing his man down. I say he's having a bit more success in this round. His battalion are getting behind him. He's heard the last bell, and he's deterrent with his punching now. Looking to finish strong, and he has had the last say in that round.
Fantastic bout that. Owen Smith and Cian Collier. And just the noise from the battalions getting their voices heard as well. What a sense of theatre we have here in Aldershot.
It's safe to say that neither boxer has left anything. Anything. They're empty. There's nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, no reserves at all either, it seems. good spirit between these two boxers, as with all those others we've seen tonight. Awaiting the results here to be called out, and here we go.
By split points decision, Blue is the winner.
Well, it's another win for Blue. It's a bit of deja vu at the moment, but good from Collier there.
Great bout there by both men. The Yorkshire, the blooded Yorkshireman, should hold his head high in Smith. Really courageous display put on by him there and his opponent. And again, the winning side. Strong start.
Very, very strong in the first section of this evening. And Julian Evans is gathering just to get chatting to our two boxers.
Just keep your down, please. So, ladies and gents, for the interview.
Cian, Owen, congratulations. Midway through that second half, was there anything left? Were you just drawing on what your fans were cheering for you?
Yeah, I guess we were, yeah, but it still came out through the top and everything, so that's good enough, innit?
A little bit of paint damage up there, but you won't worry about that. Look, you'll be disappointed with the result, but what a performance by yourself. What's it like having these guys cheer you through 3 tremendous rounds of boxing?
Yeah, the sport's good, yeah, just good support, cheers, lads.
It's said in the notes. It's said in the notes that you are a bit of a slugger. Would you sort of pay? That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, probably.
He's a slugger, and he landed some punches.
Yeah, he did land some punches, but it's one of them, innit, I guess.
You take the win. What does this mean to you personally?
Well, it's a good honour to have in it, to win in the major unit finals and everything. So, yeah, it's just an honour.
And in terms of the tournament, you put your team 4-0 up at the break. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
Tribute to the support they've received this evening.
Sit up.
Well, it's been an enthralling night so far of boxing. We've enjoyed every single bout that we've seen. Very strong start for Lanks. We're going to take a bit of a break here, but do join us again at about 9:20 for the second half of this Forces Fight Night, live from Aldershot on the Forces News YouTube channel, and we'll see you then.
Just remain where you are. VIP guests have left.
Catch every kick.
She's wriggled away.
Every big tackle.
She is over for the first try of this match.
Every scoring try.
Driving for the line. And she's over.
Every unforgettable moment.
The 2024 Inter-Service Championship.
Everything in the Inter-Services Garden is blooming red.
Live on Forces News, YouTube and BFBS.